Hey, what is up everybody? Today we are going to take a closer look at my Legend of Zelda Wind Waker Kinetic sculpture. And this model has been in the works for quite a while. It was very much inspired by this amazing wooden version which made the rounds on social media a few years ago. And as soon as I saw it, I knew I wanted to build my own version out of Lego pieces, of course. But before we dive into the details, I have created building instructions for this model, and there's even a full kit available with all the pieces you need. If you would like to build it yourself, you can find all the info in the description or over at jkbrickworks.com as usual. And I actually prototyped the wave mechanism pretty quickly. The water consists of these slats, which are hinged on one side and rest on a spiral cam on the other. So as you rotate the cam, a wave propagates through the water surface. And this is actually the same cam mechanism I used for my Luck Dragon model. Both the pulley wheels I used in that model and the wheel hub I'm using in this one have 6 holes evenly spaced around the center hole, which means we can eccentrically mount them around the cam axle in 12 different positions. So each cam can be offset from the previous one by 30 degrees. You will notice that the slats are separated a bit in the finished model. I originally tried mounting them flush together, but occasionally some slats would get caught up on the ones beside it. So I decided to separate them a bit, which results in a lot more reliable motion. It also has the added advantage of having a built-in space for the bars supporting the seagulls to pass through the water surface. And the seagulls also move up and down as the model operates. Each seagull rests on another cam, and for that I'm using this D-shaped Technic piece. And the reason I'm using this one is that it results in a pause at the bottom and top of the movement, which I think gives a nice effect. After designing the seagulls, I actually got really curious about cam profiles, which led me to build an entire jig to graph motion profiles of various Lego cams. And this is the motion profile for this cam, where you can clearly see the pauses at the top and the bottom. I decided to design a simple box frame which houses a drivetrain connecting the spiral cam to each of the seagull cams, which are all driven by a crank on the side of the model. And all the space in here also means that it is pretty easy to house a motor and battery box if I want to run it continuously. The water is decorated with white tiles and wedge plates. And I even added a barrel with a rupee floating above, which will be familiar to anyone who has played the game. For the rupee, I actually tried a number of different pieces and combinations of pieces until I realized that a single transparent 1x1 brick was all that I really needed. The boat is built with studs facing out in pretty much all directions, and it's covered in slopes to give it a faceted look. The head of the King of Red Lions is decorated with some ice cream swirls and scroll pieces for the beard, bananas for the horns, and a gold bar through a couple of 1x1 round plates with hole for the eyes. The bottom of the boat has a ball socket, which connects to a ball in the water. And that keeps the boat in place, but still allows it to move freely as the wave passes. For Link, I'm using this head from the old Exoforce line of sets, which matches his look from the game pretty well. And I couldn't find any legs matching his green tunic and white pants, so I just brick built them. The sail is built using some wedge plates and tiles to give it its shape, with some curved tiles to make this serpentine pattern. And that is about it for this one. As always, thanks for watching, keep on building, and I'll see you next time.